when you recollect one part of the Bhagavan, then the other parts also come to your mind, and to elaborate or to mm, explain something, some spiritual facts, then you just take the references of the others' incidences also. So this happens with me mostly because it is almost 20 years now. The incident happened, like Anandotsav happened, it is almost getting to be 20 years. So it's a long time. It's a very long time. The main thing this time, as Bhagwan, almost 10-15 days ago, when I talked with Bhagwan, Bhagwan suggested that you should, uh, you should not just celebrate the 23rd of February. You begin the whole week. You try to celebrate the whole week. It is important to celebrate the whole week. So what you will be celebrating here, that's those 7 days. Bhagwan had been to different devotees. Bhagwan has visited different the houses of different devotees. Bhagwan also visited the temple. So you'll be hearing those stories again and again. But the main thing, what is the difference? Because whenever Bhagwan 10-15 years ago, Bhagwan was very dynamic, and Bhagwan was very physically very fit also, and he used to visit everywhere. Whoever invites Bhagwan, whenever Bhagwan sees a opportunity, Bhagwan paid a visit to them, and Bhagwan has inspired everybody to get into the spiritual world, to, to practice spirituality. Bhagwan tried to infuse spirituality in everybody. That is the life of Bhagwan. But it happened like this Bhagavad Chapter, what Bhagwan actually I mean, instructed me that organize this thing, that to begin the celebration for the 7 days everywhere. So in Amingaon, what happens? The Bhagwan, as you know, that the first day Bhagwan Bhagwan been to Premomoy's house all the day. He was very quiet. He didn't speak up much. And Premomoy's mother, she is a very good cook, and she is prepared whatever they can prepare. She prepared it very nicely, and she offered to Bhagwan in a very nice way, just what we call as bhog. So in that way, she offered the afternoon food, and Bhagwan stayed there almost the whole day. The next day, he visited Shubhrata house, means on the 18th, just today, means on the 2003, on the means 18th of February, Bhagwan had been to Shubhrata house. Shubhrata was the house owner. Means that at that time, Vedanta Society had just one ashram. That ashram was our Varanasi ashram, and there was no other ashrams in the name of International Vedanta Society in 2003. So in 2003, our headquarters was also a rented house. That was that was the owner of the house was Shubhrata, and we rented from him that small house. It was just of 2 rooms, 2 small rooms, and a veranda where Bhagwan used to stay, and we used to stay. Bhagwan, whenever he went there, he stayed there. So on 18th of February, I went to Shubhrata house. And Shubhrata, that area, the Amin is our headquarters. At that period of time, the communication with that part of Amin was very hard. From the main city Guwahati, going to the Amin was very hard. You have to take a boat. With the boat, you need to cross the mighty Brahmaputra. Brahmaputra is a very big river. and it is almost 1 kilometer in its width. And Brahmaputra, you know that Brahmaputra, the width of the Brahmaputra is very huge, and it is very narrow at Guwahati. It is 1 kilometer like that. So crossing the river 1 kilometer with the boat, it is a hard job. So with the boat, people have to visit. So the communication, due to the communication, is less transportation system. So people cannot actually visit Amingaon very much. So at that time, Amingaon was a completely a village. People rarely visit there. So when we built up the center, we started living there when Bhagavan uh, stayed there. So the devotees who planned to visit Bhagavan, they had to come in the and they planned back, uh, taking the boat in the evening to get back to the city. That was the trouble with that. So Bhagavan, in that village, Subratapal was uh, a bit a rich person compared to the others. So Bhagavan asked him to means that you should invite all, means not only just me, with all the devotees, and you serve all the devotees. That was his saying, that Subratapal, you should. Subratapal was also a very good devotee of Bhagavan, and Bhagavan asked him to serve uh, not only him, not only Bhagavan, but all the devotees. In you know that let me tell you this thing. In the Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam, one thing is said. Narada once visited Narayan, Lord Narayan, and Narada, he always used to chant the name of Narayan always, and he used to sing and visit everywhere. Whenever he means everywhere he visits, and all the time he chants the name of Narayan always. So he had a pride in his heart that he is a very ardent devotee and one of the prime devotee. The most prime devotee of Narayan is he. So he wanted to means cherish that thing. So he put a question to Narayan when once he visited Narayan, and he asked Narayan the question. The Narayan, oh my Lord Narayan, the whole world is your devotee. Everybody, everyone is your devotee. So among all those people, who is the most, means who is the most ardent devotee of you? Who is the best? Whom you consider to be your best devotee? So the Narayan replied that yes, it is true that everybody loves me. Everybody mm, is a devotee of me. Everyone is a devotee of me, knowingly or unknowingly. They are my devotee. It is true. But who is best? So it says, who among, means there is a competition. Among the devotees, there is always a competition that they want to project themselves, or they want to be more close to the Lord. So in spiritual world, this is a very healthy competition, and it is very important one also. You know, if you take the things very positively, then things turns quite different way. So it is very important to be to feel like that. Yes, if someone develops spiritually very high, then I should also do something to elevate my spiritual level. So this is a healthy thing. So it is not that getting jealous of others. It is just like encouraging myself to practice little bit more, to go more deep, to explore more depth of the spirituality, to be more close of Bhagwan, to be more devotee, ardent devotee of God, Lord. That is the goal. So Narayan replied that yes, everybody is my devotee, that is true. But among those who are the very ardent one, who always chant my name, who are dedicated, who have dedicated their all their heart to me only, among them, I choose very few, and I I have given them a chance to serve me. So who have get the chance to serve me are the prime devotee directly who serve him. It's just like that. And that if you get a chance to serve directly Bhagavan, means everybody, all of us do love Bhagavan. But those who are getting more chance to serve Bhagavan directly, physically and everywhere, everything, they are most lucky one. They are considered to be more lucky. So Narayan said that. Then he said, and among those also who are the best, those intelligent devotees who not only serve me, but also serve my devotees. And they know that all my devotees is, there is no difference between my devotees and me. So everybody, everywhere is my devotee. So they serve everyone. So they are the best one. So that is the knowledge, that is the wisdom. Bhagavan just uh, said to Shubrata Pa that you should serve everyone. With that knowledge, you try to establish yourself in that field that yes, see everybody, consider everybody as as a devotee. Whoever comes to me is a devotee of Bhagwan. So I'm getting an opportunity to serve them. So it is very important. In another thing it said that when you please God, if you want a knowledge, if you want to have some knowledge from a person, then what you need to do? You need to be very respectful. Shraddhavan lavati gyan. With the respect, with with all the respect, if you meet, if you serve, then the knowledgeable person, the wise person, they will give you the wisdom, share you with the wisdom. You will be blessed. So it is very important to have respect on this. Respect for each and everything. Be sincere and try to serve. So Bhagavan said, okay, you arrange food for everybody. So almost 100 of people like that. That day, that particular day in 2003, on the 18th of February 2003, had went with Bhagavan to his house. Everybody stayed there and had lunch in Shubhrata's house. And Shubhrata arranged everything. But you know, the things are easier to say. Things is very hard to perform. When there are a lot of people, when you are alone, when you are just with yourself, you think that it is easy. It is easy to perform. Yes, I can manage. I am like that. In my heart, I don't hate anybody. In my heart, I have love for everybody. I have respect for everyone. But while in the practical field, when in a house, if 100 of people comes, it's a very big thing that you have to manage so many people. You have to satisfy everybody. You have to show respect to everybody. You have to, so you need to arrange with your means limited resources. In a house, the common houses doesn't have the resources of that much where you can provide at least 100 of people. So you have to manipulate many things, but you have to make everybody very satisfied. So Shubrata understood that. Shubrata was very intelligent. Shubrata understood that I cannot actually manage everything. So he did one thing. He sit very quietly with Bhagavan. He arranged everything, and then he approached Bhagavan. And he prayed to Bhagavan that Bhagavan, if you are satisfied, then all of your devotees will be satisfied. So you just tell me what I need to do. So Bhagavan also smiled, said that, okay, I am speaking Vedanta to all the devotees. I am speaking, sharing my spirituality with all the devotees. Let me do it peacefully. And what I said, that do not, means be lazy, be little dynamic. As because in your house so many guests are there, all the devotees are the guest, and I myself is also your guest. I'm the Bhagavan and I'm also your guest. I'm your Lord. So you have to be like that. So you, with all respect, you serve. So these are not the direct words of Bhagavan. What I am telling you are not the direct words of Bhagavan, but it was the sense that Bhagavan was transmitting that message to him with some little sentences. He was conveying that message. He was teaching that message. The the thing. So that was the thing. So Shubrata tried all his best, and not only him, his wife, his elderly mother, his brother, everybody, they tried. Many of his friends also joined him to to serve all means, because you have to, one cannot actually look after hundred of people. So you need manpower to manage the this this lot of people. So Shubrata was being helped by others also. Everybody was very humble, very respectful, and they tried to serve. So Bhagavan was pleased with them. He returned back even. So the teaching, the main teaching of this particular day was how to serve the devotees. As I said, that it is usually easier to say, but when you perform, it is very hard. It becomes very hard. So you have to be intelligent. You have to arrange the things earlier. At the, means, from the very beginning, you have to arrange the things. You have to organize the thing in such a way so that it becomes very comfortable. And the guests usually are not that chaotic who are making you things impossible for you. They are also very cooperative. So they will manage themselves also. But what you need to do, you have to plan the things. So Shubrata was intelligent. So he planned the things early. He arranged the things in beautiful way. And in that small house of him, everybody was manageable. Everybody managed themselves. And in the devotees of Bhagavan, there is a very beautiful thing that everybody has the sense of sacrifice. It is not that in a house, means Shubrata's house, that was not a very big hall where 100 people can sit with Bhagavan. Only 20, 15 people, 20, 15 people, or maybe 25 people can sit with Bhagavan in that room. And Bhagavan, when Bhagavan was speaking, everybody was eager to listen to him. So the devotees manage themselves. They, whoever get the chance, they sit. The rest of the devotees were outside of the, from there they were carefully, without making any noise, they're carefully trying to listen what Bhagavan is saying. They cannot actually see from the other room. They are trying to listen the voice of Bhagavan. And after some time later, those devotees who were inside, they sacrificed them, that opportunity. They came out of the room, allowed others to get to be with Bhagavan. So it was a very lovely situation, very beautiful situation. It is like that, that you have to not only just, you have to be always supportive, be supportive with others also. This is the character. In spiritual world, when you are when someone elevates his spirituality, develops spirituality, they are also careful with everything. They love everyone. They do respect everyone. The sense of sacrifice always means, comes to their uh, heart very spontaneously, and they do, means all their action, all their deeds happens in that way. The sense of sacrifice, respect for everyone, and being focused only with Lord, being focused only with the subject. In this world, nothing is perfect. There will be, if you want to find mistakes, if you want to find faults, you will easily find faults in everywhere. You will easily find difficulties everywhere. But it is we, this is we, the devotee, have to be very intelligent how to manage the situation, how not to waste this chance to be with Bhagavan while managing the things. Not only just me that I'm trying to grasp the things, it is everybody. Everybody has the same wish. If I just stay in the room being with Bhagavan and not allowing others to come in, then what will happen? The others will get jealous or other will get disturbed. Why they are occupying Bhagavan? We are not getting. So these disturbances, these thoughts are even the disturbances that will jeopardize the whole environment. You know, says very beautifully that a glass of milk is pure. In that glass of milk, if if a little drop of water falls, then that will uh, means that will make the milk impure. So when everybody loves Bhagavan, so we should be also very careful that any of my action should not disturb others, and we should support everybody so that they can also very easily, spontaneously devote their heart to Bhagavan. So it's just like a very cooperative situation. Being cooperative in the world of in this world where we deal with the things, again inside you have just one thought, and inside of you the whole part of you, all the mind of you, all the tendencies of you is on the focus of Bhagavan, is fully dedicated, is just be with Bhagavan, celebrating that. So that is the idea of, of this week, that how we are, we need to practice, how we will be practicing. Let me tell you one very beautiful thing from the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, a very beautiful thing. Sri Ramakrishna Dev once said that actually he was been asked by some of the devotees who used to practice Advaita Vedanta. So they used to practice Vedanta, they used to uh, study scriptures, many scriptures. So Thakur said to them that that only the knowledge, if you continue to chant knowledge, and if you continue to uh, practice knowledge, will the knowledge comes to you? Do you think it is so easy? You are practicing uh, the means you are studying the scriptures, you are giving lectures on scripture. Is it very easy to 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 realize the supreme knowledge? The first thing, there are two things, 2 points that one has to qualify. The first qualification is to to be an ardent devotee, a spontaneous love for Lord that has to be developed in your heart. Until and unless one feels a spontaneous love, a spontaneous dedication towards the subject or towards Lord, one cannot realize the self. One cannot understand spirituality. That is very important. The first point, the spontaneity. With the spontaneous thing, spontaneous love for God, the spontaneous devotion towards God, or the spontaneous focus only on the subject will earn the quality, earn that qualification to to get self-realized, to be self-realized. Otherwise, it is not possible. This is the first point. Then there is another thing. It says, as you progress more, what will happen? The Kundalini Shakti will start to rise. You'll start to feel the Kundalini Shakti, the effects of the Kundalini Shakti. So that also indicates, these are the two indicators. So that also indicate you that yes, you are going in the right direction. So how will you understand that the Kundalini Shakti is rising in you? The very initial thing, there are a lot of indications, but let me just point out one very small thing that usually happens with most of the devotees, most of the aspirants when they begin their spiritual journey. If they are sincere, with their sincere practice, honest practice, they can have that this. It's just like that, that if you sit on the meditation, you try to go deep in the meditation. After successfully doing this again and again, after some time later, some days later, with some deep meditation, when the meditation starts to happen, you'll feel that sometimes this you feel that as if you are slanting back, something you are leaning back, you are close and you are very straight, you are sitting very straight, but as if you are leaning back, something is pulling you from the back and you are leaning back. So usually what happens, the devotees get afraid, oh, I'll fall down. So they open the eyes, they break the meditation, they open the eyes. When they open the eyes, they realize, no, I'm not leaning back, I'm straight. But they feel that they are getting leaning back. So what is happening? When the Kundalini Shakti tries to rise, initially this effect mostly being experienced by all the aspirants, mostly. So these are the two main indicators. The rise of Kundalini Shakti help us to realize, and the prime thing is the dedication, the devotion, the focus only on Lord. That is very important. So in Bhagavad Saptaha, this week, the whole week, what we are trying to do, we are trying to do okay. We are organizing things, we are celebrating, we are accommodating all the devotees, we are enjoying everybody, we are spreading this news of Bhagwan. Yes, Bhagwan is here, Bhagwan is here. We are doing a lot of activities. But still, we are practicing this also, that how to get my focus only on Bhagwan and nothing else. And we don't think of anything else. We just think of one. That is very important. So this is the thing that we do. So today is the second day of Bhagavad Saptaha, and on the 23rd it will be the peak, So tomorrow again, another topic will be discussed. So thank you for joining.
Pranam Swamiji, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Swamiji.
Thank you so much, Pranam.
Pranam.
Jai Bhagwan.
Jai Bhagwan. Thank you all. Jai Bhagwan.
Jai Bhagwan. Thank you very much.